All right. All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We are the real Hebrew Israelites of GmsLouisianaSaints camp, coming back at you with another live lesson on the highways and hedges. All right. Facing the east. We want to give all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Harakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings say take to the elect men who push this truth on the four corners of the earth. Shalom, Makiel. All right. As we are in this current day, what today's date is June, what is it, 25th, 2021 on the Gregorian calendar. All right. We're probably seeing the news, okay? It's showing no signs of slowing down, okay? But we're waiting for those four winds to take hold of this place, okay? Before that happens, okay? All right, the men of the Lord have to be sealed, all right? And one of these four winds was the brother's about to bring out. Go ahead.
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
All right, so those of you who are not indulged into this this beast system, this whole infrastructure, okay, giving life to it, okay, taking this pre-chip, okay, taking these PP, what is it, PPE or whatever, PPP loans, okay, getting this what they about to implement in the coming days, this UBI, which is universal basic income, okay, giving life to that image, okay, keeping it alive, okay. Those of you who are not doing that, okay, and are not giving that force to it, okay, you're going to be killed, man. It tells you right there in the scriptures, man. Okay. For those of you who are taking those PPE loans, Esau is just setting you up for the bigger agenda, okay. It's like when you end up like we always say, we have these little fights, these little popcorn fights, but it always leads up to what? The big main event, man. All right. And in those fights, what do you have? People are eating that popcorn or eating their chips, okay, fucking shaking off, shucking and jiving and everything like that. But the men of the Lord are preparing for the big main event, man. All right, go ahead, huh?
Verse 16. And he called them all, both small and great, rich and poor,
yeah,
free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah, and this man, okay, is not what the world knows as an antichrist, okay? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay, is just a nation of people, okay? Beginning with the top banking families, okay? Those are who doing it, all right? Jacob Rothschild, Nathan Rothschild, or Ethan Rothschild, okay? The Rockefellers, all right? And the small and great are what? We're small, okay? You got the ones that are great, okay? These top echelons in society right now. All right, rich and poor. We're poor. Okay.
The only people that's not gonna get chipped is the people that's implementing the chipping. The people that like the brother said, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. Right. Yep. Now you go ahead. Yep. Just no, I can't name all. But just those 12 ruling families. Those are the only ones that's not gonna be chipped. The whole world gonna be chipped, and those 12 families is going to be your power, or what you Americans call your God.
That's right. Go ahead.
You know, man, 2 Corinthians 2:11, real quick to the point. Then Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his device.
We're not ignorant of your device, Esau, Edom. Scripture says in Matthew 24th chapter, if it be possible, you shall deceive the elect. It's not going to happen. Okay? You're not going to get an advantage on this side over here. Because we're backed by Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua. Okay? According to Psalm 91, it says he's going to give his angels charge over us to guide us in all thy ways. Okay, so every which way we go, angels of guidance. That pointed out, look, that's the crowders of this devil right here. The PPE loan, okay, the universal basic income, the digital dollar, okay, I can't say that word. Yeah, okay. We see the wiles of the devil, man. Okay, and we're pouring it out, we're laying it out, we're exposing this devil. The scripture says what? Then shall that man of sin be revealed. How you being revealed? How you being revealed? How you being revealed? Through the urine and the thumb, which is the internet.
Hey man, Psalm 93, straight to the point. When mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish perish in thy presence.
Oh man, beautiful.
You know that turn back when you brought up, you can go into what these different superpowers and nations is ruling them, is oppressing and oppressing the children of Israel, but yet they're the ones that set the tone for us, set the temperature, set the traps, different things of that nature. They are the ones, like your brother said, those international bank accounts, so-called white.
Yes.
You know, we couldn't say it because one of the staff members was out there and stuff like that. Hey. So when did not the Lord say he should put hooks in Russia's jaws and turn it back? Okay. So right here it says when they do that to the enemy, it says, when mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence.
Yeah. Gonna perish right before our very eyes. People say, well, we're gonna be held and see the reward of the wicked, man.
God, come on,
We want to see the downfall of this devil go down. How much joy that is. Yeah, he look at us every day and be happy. I these niggas, these sticks under my under my under my foot, man. We waiting for that day that the Lord raise up and bring that and do his thing, man. Go ahead.
I'll quick one out and after that I'll go back to Revelation.
I got another one.
Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity. Go ahead. I'm gonna read it again. Their foot shall slide in due time.
And that due time is right now. You're sliding right now, Esau. You've been exposed on all levels. You got other Edomites, okay, exposing your plans right now. Scripture said their tongue shall fall on themselves, man.
Right, man.
Okay? You call yourself a secret society and everything like that. It's no longer a secret right now. Everybody knows about this thing. But the men of the Lord are pushing forth this truth. Thus saith the Holy Bible.
The devil and it ain't no secret.
That's right. Oh God, keep down for a video.
I gotta read it. God,
that's right. We gotta get the top off.
Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belong with vengeance and recompense.
Y'all shot. Go ahead.
Their foot shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity is at hand.
That's right. The day of your destruction is at hand. Esau, Edom. You know you're going down. Okay, you got the call already. Okay, to say, look, speed this thing up already. All right, just waiting for that RFID chip, which brother brought out earlier, to be implemented. Okay, by the men of the Lord being sealed. And then all hell is gonna break loose upon this earth, man. All right. I think they only have some more.
You was finished that pre-seller?
It's the last part. Okay. And the things that shall come upon them make haste.
All right, it's Psalm 25, and I'll start at 2. It says, "Oh, my power, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me."
That's right, man. King David prophesied about that, man. Not letting this devil, the scripture say, man, keep us away from that sword, man. Okay? How long, oh Lord?
And we also want our integrity. Yeah. We want our dignity as a man of the Lord as well. You know, like, come on, let's keep it realistic. We out here prophesying to y'all week in, week out, day and night throughout the week. And I mean, how stupid would they make us look if none of these prophecies come to pass? So of course we don't want to look like, we know we look like fools in the sense that y'all don't believe us, but not in the sense of we going out there teaching something that we don't believe in. That's what a true fool is. But we're going out there, you know, wholeheartedly believing in this, right? So we want the Lord to follow all the way through it. We want everybody, all the nations who doubted this, who doubted us, you know, for your own various reasons. We want you to see everything that we told you was going to happen. We want you to see it happen. That is very important to us. It's personal.
Yes.
You know, so that's why I says, and you got it like it says, "Oh, my power, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me." It's personal too. That's personal too. We don't want them to be rejoicing either. You know, we don't want to be wrong. You know, you got it.
Hey, and on a smaller note on that scripture, man, the people that's around us the most, they see our toiling the most. They've seen our change the most when we came into this thing. And they don't believe in what we believe in, but they see us just working 24/7. Behind the scenes, we working and we toiling and we're dealing with the brethren and we put all our time into this thing, and they don't believe it's real. It's going to be just as satisfactory to see our family members and friends fall as it is to see Esau Edom fall. And Esau Edom did us way worse than our family could ever do us, man.
Real quick, and that's why brothers gonna have we're gonna have Most High gonna put a cold spirit upon us in that day, so we're not gonna feel sorry for our family members, man. You were warned out. We were warned through this. You were warning you already. The only compassion we're gonna have is for each other, man. Because at the end of the day, we're all that we got, the body. All right. We have some real quick.
Last verse, verse 3. It says, yeah, let none that wait on thee be ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. And that goes back to what I said earlier. Y'all are fools. We understand that we are fools for Yahweh's sake, meaning that we look like fools to y'all because y'all don't understand. All right. But what makes a true fool is someone that what? Stand for something that is vanity. Stand for something that not even have nothing to stand for at all. So we out here willing to die for something, right? Therefore, we have cause. You people are out here with all type of I don't even know the word I want to use, man. All type of injections in you.
Yes.
Walking around here, and that's what your trust going in. You go into something that a mad scientist is in an undisclosed laboratory, somewhere secluded, right? Experimenting, and you allowing yourself to become a lab rat. So who's the fool at the end of the day? You see what I'm saying? All right. So it says, I'm just saying, who's the fool at the end of the day? Who's the lab rat? Who's the real lab rat? So that's why it says, let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Y'all out here suffering from this so-called pandemic without cause. You don't have nobody to call on, right? You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know that the pandemic, the famine, the pestilence, I don't even want to say.
Come on.
But you people don't even know that that's prophesied in the scripture, right?
Right.
That's what it means. It says without cause. You people are just totally oblivious to what the hell is going on. You see what I'm saying? Well, we got it out.
This is Sirach 23:2. Who would set scourges over my thoughts and addition the wisdom over my heart, that they spare me not from my ignorance and it pass not by my sins. They go to point in verse 3. Lest my ignorance increase, and my sin abound in my destruction. And I fall before mine adversary, and my enemy rejoice over me.
Oh, yeah. Being a fool.
That's a man of the Lord. Worst nightmare.
That's hey, bro. Ooh.
Yeah. Saying something that you've been out here prophesying about is not coming to pass. They give the enemy, what about out earlier? Getting an advantage, keyword advantage over you, man. All right, you got it, brother.
And look, and with that, just and people that you know, where your God at now, where your ox at now, how you go? Yeah, where is that now? You still believe it and all that, man, bro?
All that Bible, all that Hebrew talk. Where your Hebrew brothers at?
Hey, what's his name? Yeah, Yahuwah, Yahuwah.
Yeah. I bet you eat some pork now, won't you?
And we don't want that, man. That's our word. Hey, bro, like brother said, that's a man of the Lord's worst nightmare, because we coming out here operating on faith, and we want the Most High to show up for us, man. So and not just that. If that happens to a man of the Lord, it'll almost break him, man. Bring it up.
And I fall before my adversaries, and my enemy rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy.
And which precept which goes back to, it says, let them be ashamed which transgress without cause.
Right. I got it real quick. It's 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonderful, it's like in wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Are not y'all seeing that right now? Okay, these signs. Okay, you're seeing the chariots everywhere. Okay, you're seeing these blood moons. You're seeing these super moons. You got a super moon right now tonight.
It's a name song called.
Yeah, the strawberry moon, man.
And I think this is supposed to be the last one of this year.
Right.
So-called year.
Yeah. Are not you seeing these signs? And through these effects, meaning or the action is going to take place, which is what? Through death, through famine, through pestilence, through these plagues, through earthquakes, through uproars of the people. And now you've seen that upon the earth right now today. Okay, that's privacy of field already. You got it?
This mass murder thing, mass shooting thing is an epidemic now.
Yeah.
Niggas say fuck shooting one person ain't enough. I gotta hit 5 or 6 now.
Hey, and also look at the narrative that's set by the people that title these articles. We was talking about that last night. 3 people get shot and you label that a mass shooting. Esau, you trying to do something. That ain't no motherfucking mass shooting. 3 people get shot all the time, B. You know what I'm saying? So you're actually gonna take all these articles, you're gonna culminate them, over time, you're gonna make them all come together, and you're gonna pass laws that you've been wanting to pass based off of these things. It's semantics, these words that they use, mass shootings. When a person hear the word mass shooting, if they don't read that article, because most Americans don't read, they're gonna think fucking 4 and 5 and 40 and 50 people, and 3 people died. Hey, 3 people died in car accidents.
Most niggas don't read. Esau read and look at the news.
Yeah.
Most niggas don't.
Yeah, they don't read.
You're right.
Banging on what you said, they look at those 3 or 4 murders, okay, and now what? Esau's passing what? These gun laws right now over there in Texas right now. It's an open carry. Louisiana's going to become an open carry state.
The legislature. I was about to say, when you go back and you watch the movie, the first Purge, which was the last one that came.
Oh, y'all know a new one coming out in July.
Y'all notice they were that's a provocative influence for people to what? Get guns. For people to what? Be able to walk around and pass a law to where you don't even need a concealed carry license anymore. Anybody can just walk around with a gun in their pocket, have it tucked. You could be in Walmart, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it's just the wild. They wanted to become wild.
That's how you make promote. Hey, look, I was at the B Quick on Airline at Venice, we were on side of at Venice Carway on Airline right there. And I was at the gas station. Esau got out the truck to pump his gas. He didn't go in the store. He had a gas car. He was that thing.
Go ahead. I tell
man, the fucking devil had a fucking the 40. It was a 40, like a Ruger 40. All this fucking help. And the bitch stood at the car at the thing with his arm tucked and looked right at me.
Oh, let me tell you Hey, me and my son seen the Jake. He had the little thing on. He was one of the ignorant Jake, but he had the holster, and he was walking in the store. And I say, son, you see his gun, right? I say, if somebody wants to do something, he's giving up his element of surprise. They're just gonna come to him and kill him. I say it's better to have it concealed. I say when people see it out like that, you done it.
You're the threat. That whoever coming in there, whatever predator coming there,
they gonna put you down. You gonna get it first. I got a precept.
I got one behind you there, man. Talk about what you were talking about with all the boy Esau, making this plan up. All right. Second Ezra 15 and 15, and this is what the elder was talking about. How he's setting it up, man. He's setting it up to where everybody can have guns, and they don't have to worry about any legal ramifications of them carrying their guns. And look, just think about if these laws was passed last year when the year of the fucking protest happened in Babylon in America. It's about to happen this time, and Esau, programmed by the Most High, is going to make it happen this time, man. Second Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Legally.
Yeah, and that's why you're seeing these every fucking weekend you're having a gun show, specifically speaking, down here in Louisiana. Of course, I know they're probably everywhere else, but every other weekend, yeah, not up north, but mainly in the southern region, okay, from Texas all the way to Florida, all the way up to Memphis, South Carolina. There's nothing but gun sales being implemented out here, man. Okay, Esau's preparing to go haywire on you niggas, man. While y'all out there shucking and jiving, Esau in the woods. If you can, the camera can't pan around right now, but you see these woods back here. Esau is prepping right now.
Him and his sons.
Yeah.
Probably looking at us.
Yeah, Esau may put a picture of a Jake in the woods. Yeah, man. All right, you had an increase of 87% from 2016 up to 2021 in gun sales right now,
Look,
man.
I got it back. I'm gonna bring down back you up real
Yeah.
quick. One of y'all brothers, well, it's about
We still got the precept. Yeah, go ahead.
this is not a precept. This is three. All right. I don't know how many people in America. I want to say what 300 million. Let's just say 300 million. While it is difficult to know exactly how many guns civilians own around the world, by every estimate, the U.S. with more than 390 million is far out in front. You got 300 million people, but you got 390 million guns. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because they're gonna have more guns than you can have them, man. But they're saying what the ammunition is short right now. Okay, the people are buying them all the way up, man.
You can order them, no. Hey, but like the elder said they're trying to get it back to the Wild West. And in the Wild West, when you look at the movies, they'll kill somebody in broad daylight.
For bullets.
Yeah, and
Like ammunition.
and they'll kill somebody in broad daylight, and then the sheriff will come. He was like, "Look, he's healed." And when they say healed, he had a strap on. This was a fair kill, fair fight.
Right.
I killed him
Because
by law.
if let's say it fell out his shirt or something, you can just say, it fell out his shirt. He was reaching. They give everybody a reason to shoot your ass. Just for reaching. You can say, man, I'm about to get this and get that.
No, but if he got a knife on him or anything, it don't have to be.
That's a right.
Now watch this. Now watch this.
I say they count
Free kill.
Hey, now watch this. What you just said, you said, and that's based off in the Wild West, right?
When it was lawful to do it.
Watch this. We live in Louisiana, and the only reason I know this because I personally went through it. When I had a little shop a few years back, a customer came in, and we ended up getting into a fight, and we beat him up real bad. He called the police. When the police got there, they looked at the video camera and they saw how hostile and irate he was before we got physical. And before we had to put the paws on him. And they 20 cops ended up coming for 3 people fighting. Me and my little brother beat up one dude. All right, 20 cops came, and the supervisor came, and he looked at that video and he said, "We're gonna write it up as mutual combat." I was like, what the fuck is mutual combat? I looked it up. In Louisiana, mark my word, in Louisiana, if 2 people that's equally armed come on an even field and they get it in, they can both claim mutual combat and avoid any kind of prosecution, man. It's still on the books, Paul. Yeah. Y'all got
That's the law that he saw them pass, man.
Oh, D-Ray.
That sounds like a righteous law.
Isaiah 10:1, it says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed." All right, let's talk about Esau's law system, man. Because what is he writing in the law? But we're gonna, but what is his old plan behind writing? In Texas, you can have these guns like this, man. In Louisiana, you can have these guns like this. Ultimately, that's a plan of grievance because he wants to take all those guns away from you.
Right, you're telling. Think about it. You're saying that it's okay. Anybody can keep that bitch on or not. Like that's how when you watch some Western movies, it was common law for everybody to have a gun on. When you go drink, if you go in the bar, just imagine being in a Wild West in a bar with all these drunk motherfuckers with revolvers on. Come on, hey, 45 APs and shit.
what bullshit? Hey, no, he said he said drunk. That's what he said, drunk.
Wild West. Gunslinger motherfuckers.
Hey, watch the movie The Quick and the Dead with Gene Hackman and Sharon Stone.
That's a beautiful movie.
That's the Wild West where you get full of that shit. Okay, we got beef already. Let's take it to the streets. Okay, and we're gonna drop. Okay, and when the clock strikes 12, we pull out the shit and see what's.
They didn't have a brother out of then.
Elder, so I want to bring out that mutual combat. Mutual combat, a term commonly used in United States courts, occurs when 2 individuals intentionally and consensually engage in a fair fight while not hurting bystanders or damaging property.
And that's really what Esau trying to give light to on a grand scale, right? He's trying to create an equal platform where everybody can have guns, everybody can keep their shit tucked. Therefore, everybody who get their ass smoke got to justify a reason why your ass is dead.
U.S. dead.
You know what I mean?
Right up.
See that?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
and
bro.
backing it up, Elder. Real quick, Elder. Backing it up. That's why these quote unquote mass shootings are happening right now. So when you out there in the public, you have your firearm on you to protect yourself. He saw what the Most High, Exodus 15:3 says, what he's a man of war. Right. He's stirring up this place, man. You got it, Elder.
Yeah, man. All right. It's 2 sections. Psalm 27:2. It says, which one I want to hear first? Well, I'll start with this first. It says, when the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, come upon me to eat up my flesh, which the brother's been going into, putting that chip in you, right? Injecting that poison inside of you. That's a part of eating up your flesh. What are they doing to the nation of Israel? Destroying your ass, right? Right. They're destroying you mentally, spiritually, and physically. All right. So it says, when my enemies, the wicked and my foes, came upon me to eat of my flesh, they stumbled and failed. Right? Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. Man. So the whole conversation is about what Esau gonna do, what this damn devil gonna do, what this damn devil got planned for us and stuff like that. Which we have to go out there and educate ourselves on it so we can edify the body about what they got, right? But when all is said and done, guess what? Ain't none of that shit gonna have no effect on us. That's why we out here boldly. That's why we come out here and not have the common fears that y'all have. You know, you people out here worrying about pestilence. I can't say it though.
Yeah, you get it.
You people out here running around worrying about some fucking pestilence, right? So we look like, have we ever looked like that we showed any form of nervousness? Go back to the beginning when this pestilence first hit. Have we ever showed any inkling of it? We laughed and joked and bullshit through the whole fucking pestilence, right? They're still doing it.
We was still out there on the highways and byways while y'all was on fucking lockdown preaching this truth.
I was still out here, man. Your daddy was telling you it wasn't safe to be out here. We were still going out there.
Hey, in the middle, what they say, all the way out to in the middle of the mix where it ain't safe.
All right, and guess what the Christian pastors were doing there? They was dying.
Yeah.
It was taking them. They was getting wet.
Jakes
and their church.
They
church. Yeah.
They go back to the scripture. They don't have them marked up exemptions, right? But that's what go back when the really something about out. When all of these, I say all that to say none of that shit affected the elect of Israel, man. Right. None of that shit affected us, bro. The Lord had, cause think about it, how would that make the Lord look for the men that represent him to look bad? That would make him look bad. So of course he's not gonna let, when he's using these men to come out and proclaim to the world, it's only common sense that he's not letting it affect them. Because who's gonna be convinced by men who's dying from some shit that they're telling you not to fear? Come on, man.
Make it make sense. Read that again.
All right.
Pretty about the shot.
All right, verse 3. Psalm 27:3. It says, though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, when you was talking about the purge, all this. Right. I mean, you got it.
That's that war, man.
Wow,
this whole new world order is to take down
the race war.
Yeah, you Israelites, man, and eventually come against the men of the Lord, man. That great insurrection spoken of in 1687.
Yeah, and all these gun laws are part of a war that they are waging against the Israelites.
That's right, bro. We always say war is not always fought with hand-to-hand combat, man.
Not in the beginning.
War is always, every war is fought by whoever outthink the enemy, man.
And to back up the Akim, all wars, or like he said, are all mental before they manifest into the physical. Some wars,
even when it manifests physically, it's still mental because you got, like for instance, the book, The Art of War.
Yes.
You got certain things. You can have 1 million dudes that don't know shit. I'm talking about big old buff bodybuilders that don't know shit about strategy, and you can get 100,000 men to wipe out 1 million men. just by using and applying strategy. So strategy comes from up here. You have to have this in order to apply strategy. Brute is just that that's just bruteness right now. You see what I'm saying? But strategy takes you a long fucking way.
Like on the movie 300, when they made him come down there,
The Monopoly's pants.
I mean,
Perfect movie.
yeah.
Perfect example. 300 men, that's what I call 300. Took out a damn near the whole Persian army. They damn near killed Xerxes.
The only reason they got caught was because of a sellout, one of their sellout countrymen.
Yeah, humpback. Humpback. Damn near killed Xerxes.
Yeah, hey,
With 300 men.
come on.
Hey, it's like they only going into that war is not even when you playing cards, or you're playing dominoes, or you're playing a PlayStation game. It's a war. You're trying to do what? Strategize to defeat who you're playing against.
That's definitely what the enemy is doing.
That's what the enemy is doing right now.
That's why he got all these different laws and different sophisticated names and shit, political terms behind it, man. Because he know you Negroes are not gonna look those things up, not gonna educate yourself in those things and see that damn, this damn devil is setting these laws up to put me in a damn box.
Yeah, I want to back you up.
Right.
You know? So last new point, it says, though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident.
Come on.
And where the confidence come from? The stability of what? Having wisdom and knowledge, man. We're confident. We were, like I used an example about the when the pestilence was out here last year, and all you motherfuckers was scared to come outside, right? Driving in your car, all windows up, all vents closed, with 2-3 masks on. You see what I'm saying? We out there, broad daylight, nothing on, no covering, no nothing. Laughing at y'all looking at us like we crazy, like we madmen.
No fear.
And look, we still healthier than y'all. When I say us, I mean the houses, I mean the body. You know, the elect of the Lord. I'm just using our little personal experience. It's like the rest of the I can do every other camp can attest to it. Okay.
Right.
What you about to say?
I'm about to back you up. You ain't seen no men of the Lord talking about no COVID-19, man.
The apostles up in age, you ain't seen none of them. He's talking about it's for the people that up in age. The apostles up in age, you ain't seen none of them. Oh, well, I give. It's gonna be the last lesson from the dying bed. I have been diagnosed with such, you know what?
Yeah.
And
Hey,
it's real, like you. Right, it's real.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get the job.
Hey, because you know why? We stick to the scriptures, man. The scripture says, hold fast to which thou hast, man. So we take herbs over here, great millstone, beginning with the elders and apostles. We do our greens. But it's made, you know, the scripture say what? Wine is good for the body. It flushes out the system, which culminates to the immune system being strong. You're not going to take no fucking liquid from this fucking cracker who been poisoning and then rape, robbing, and murder you. You want to go do that? You give a life to the image of the beast.
Like this devil got all of the herbs that we eat is really GMO.
Yeah.
Like the black seed oil we be buying, man. That ain't good. It ain't
It ain't the real.
that thing.
It ain't that thing.
So really truly is your how far shooting out Charlotte says Judah shall be given the and what it say the land of your captivity.
I got it.
Oh, yeah.
I got it. Ezekiel 4:13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I would drive them.
Yeah, you eating genetically modified. Everything we do is all fucked up, man. Okay, but we're doing it anyway because the scripture says we hold on
now, but the foul bread ain't just talking about food.
Thank you.
The foul bread is talking about this dog.
Yeah.
Yes, that they put out.
I got one that's talking about literal food. This Wisdom of Solomon 16:12. For it was neither herb nor modifying plaster that restored them to health, but the word on your house which healed all things.
Yeah.
You know, and that's talking about
Yeah.
the truth too.
Yeah, because Jacob ate that defiled bread, give it to all these other idols, okay? Sacrifice them to devils, okay? Beginning with Esau here, okay? Caesarea Borgia, and you're still doing it today, okay? It's a twofold scripture, man. All right? But in this time right now, the men of the Lord, okay, put off that, put off that old ass man, okay, and being renewed through this truth, man. Okay, they're washing of the word. You got it, brother. Yeah, it's a-
Because I know that was it. No, that was it. That was going into you know what I'm saying, our current state of that was it.
it's all.
But you know what? I could read 14. Then said I, Lord, my power, behold, my soul have not been polluted. My body was probably polluted.
Your body been polluted when they had all these chemtrails and these fucking fruit.
No, not probably. This
It
motherfucker
is. It is, bro.
Look at all these toxin sweat that we sweating out right now.
Yeah.
You see how sticky that sweat is?
Yeah, hey, real shit.
Hey, but this word is what is rivers of living water. And you have to have that water in order to survive out here, which is spiritually, man.
It's the truth that's keeping us alive.
That's it right there. That's mercy right there. That's your mercy right there.
Living what?
Living waters, man.
Come on, come on, man.
Bring it out, huh?
I got you one.
I'm gonna finish this one off. We don't want to just throw the rest of it away. For from my youth up until
From what?
Tongue tied, man. For from my youth up even till now have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth.
Right,
What's
bro.
the brother saying? I've been following the laws. Yeah. So anything that's in me, after I follow the laws, it's out of my hands. If I go buy some beef and I get some lettuce and some other greens to go with it, and it's got GMO in it, man, my hands clean. Pops, just give me the grace and the mercy that you said you was gonna give me. You know I ain't out here with the bull.
Bill Gates done purchased like the majority of farmland in America, so he ain't got no choice but to eat GMO for real.
And then let's say, like you got these guys talking about the law. Let's say you did all that perfect, and you don't have this doctrine of right, you still do it. Yeah. You don't have this sound doctrine, and you ate, you haven't touched the unclean thing. You haven't ate that the torn in pieces, so on and so forth, like the law say. If you don't have the gospel that Yahushua gave us, you still defile.
And look. And if you keep in the law perfectly, hey, and like you said, because it's a certain group, IUIC, they talk about the law. So when they go to a store, a restaurant, and they order according to what they see, it's lawful meat. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, it's not lawful meat. You broke the law, IUIC. All you need to do is keep the law. You broke the law, nigga.
Hey, when you look at, you can go on YouTube and see how they kill a lot of fucking animals. They don't kill them according to the law. They kill them all type of ways. Kill them with fats. They dive themselves and then they still slaughter them and kill them. Man, these chickens and shit, they'll strangle them like the scripture say. Don't do it. So the shit defiles.
Hey, and not just that. You ever heard of cross-contamination? You can go to a restaurant and order a beef brisket. The person that was before you, they ordered a pork chop. That's called cross-contamination. And that's why grace and mercy is imperative for us, man.
That's why they call them, go back in Europe, clean kill. Clean kill leads to clean meat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that animal is under stress, any type of shit like that, that's gonna fuck up that meat. That same shit that's going into that meat is what goes into you.
Yeah. And when you don't have a clean kill, on a scientific level, it tells you all the neurotransmitters that get released at the time of stress. Matter of fact, Esau has it down to a science, and he did it to people. That's how he comes up with adrenochrome, because he understands the stress that's released at the time of death is chemically inserted into your body, man. And that's what happened with the meat.
My street said this devil he's wiser than Daniel, man. He goes into he knows everything, man. He knows what makes you. We brought on last week. What makes you infertile by giving you these different.
He the one that make you the one.
I make you infertile.
Hey, like we saying earlier, like with the shit with the gun, the so-called gun laws, with the so-called marijuana laws, with the so-called he's legalizing everything Jake loves. And that's the same thing he's gonna use to take your ass down. Jake love to smoke, right? Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is start spiking y'all shit, man. That's it. You have a whole bunch of niggas out here.
Oh, you did what they call it.
He was normal yesterday. What the fuck?
Yeah, and they still gonna take that risk.
So they're legalizing this, so because they got some brilliant plans for you Negroes, man. Taking that bitch getting happy, not knowing that Esau set the trap for your dumb ass the whole time. No, I got some meat.
I got one for you.
Dana, Jake like to smoke that weed, right? So Esau put what they call quote unquote mojo out here. You got niggas passing out here, man.
They
Falling,
putting
dying out here.
they putting that in the so-called weed, bro. Like what I'm saying, like
spreading.
like they getting excited, and that's what they're gonna be using to kill a lot of you. That's the point I'm making, man. They gonna be in that bitch on cloud 9, and he gonna realize he's literally in the fourth dimension.
Yes.
Come on, now.
You know what I'm saying? But think about it, okay? You got a pill pandemic going on in that, right? Yeah. A chick I used to have a crush on, she was a little bit younger than me, but you know, growing up, they was a little too young when y'all was young. When you was like in your early 20s, they was like, you know. And then you get up in age, and then you go back and see them after years. It was like one of them. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, this chick took a bad pill and now she dead. I'm talking about perfect, beautiful motherfucker. I'm talking about never seen a sick dead no more in life, and just for one pill. It was a fentanyl. They had too much fentanyl there.
Shout out to fentanyl. Shout out to fentanyl. It took down some of our worst enemies.
Man, call her lawyer, how about she got shot? That's what that is. You got it on it.
Yeah, man, the most time through a fentanyl. Yeah, man. He threw a fentanyl. All right, Psalms 27. It's well, let me see. Let me just get jumped right up. Let me go to like 2 precepts, and then I'm gonna let you know the point. Verse 8, it says, "When thou saidest, seek my face." And this is King David letting the Lord know, when you instructed your men to seek you, right? When thou saidest, seek my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Yahweh, will I seek. That's what we did it. The Yahweh Shema Shah gave the apostles the instructions, the apostles passed the instructions to us, and we continuing to push those same instructions, right? We continuing to do what? Seek the Lord. By doing what? Going out and doing what us the Lord says do. That's how you seek him, by following his word. We're going to do everything you tell us to do in hopes that you come and save us. That's how you seek him, right? Right. So with that being said, it says, verse 9, hide not thy face far from me.
God.
Put not thy servant away in anger.
Ooh.
Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O power of my salvation. This is the mindset we in. We don't want, King David didn't want to get wiped out. King David didn't want to get humiliated. King David didn't want to get delivered into the hands of his enemy. Because we know one thing, Esau is a son of the devil, man. He ain't gonna have no mercy on you. You see?
Back in the 7th chapter, that was some pulling out tongues, pulling your rod out,
boiling them in oil.
Boiling them in
oil. I'm like, bro, he gotta go, and they're gonna do. The book of Daniel say the times that we finna face is worse than that. Worse than that, bro. Are y'all hearing that?
Yes. Is it resonate?
Shit, bro, that's unimaginable in 2021. So it says,
well, you got to read the scripture with vision.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it says, verse 10. And here we go. When my father and my mother forsake me, then Yahweh will take me up.
Oh God.
You know, because like I said, we always say that all the time. Our family that we are attached to, bro, they are attached to this society. So not only are we dealing with economic warfare with this devil, health warfare with this devil, pandemic warfare with this devil, nanotechnology warfare with this devil, chemical warfare, biological warfare. You're also dealing with your loved ones who's drunken on this devil's wine, man. That's one thing that he have always used. We went into that Widow Lynch thing the other day, man, to show you how our women have been weaponized. The so-called black family has been turned into a weapon against the so-called Negro. But our own family structure has been turned into a weapon against us. Yeah. So we having problems now. Imagine when shit hit the fan. And they ain't really feel they like. They shit on us in fear of missing a meal. and fear of missing that pedicure session, manicure session. You know, or paying their phone bills so they can get their ugly ass all on Instagram on young bit. You know?
Yeah, I can look them up. Hey man, and those days about to be over with because when Holy Hell come on the men of the Lord, it's gonna be focused on a whole. If you don't basically just say this, if you don't have that chip, and if you're not rocking with Esau, and if you were Jake, man, that comfortableness and all the things that you see is gonna change overnight, man. Even the ones that get chipped up, they're gonna wear their shame because they're gonna realize that they sided with the devil, man. I'm gonna get a precept after you get yours too. All right. You got one.
So it says, I'm gonna skip to the point. It says, verse 12, deliver me not over unto the will of my enemies.
Come on, man.
For false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. Meaning they breathe out fucking like
a dragon.
It says, I have fainted. Look at us, man. We fucking, the scripture says he shall wear out the saints.
Daniel 7:20.
Are not y'all brothers tired of this
Tired of
shit?
this shit, man.
Why the scripture says endure to the end? We're gonna have to endure some ass whoopings, man. We getting our ass handed to us, bro, in 2021. Look at us.
That's shit, bro.
We don't look like we ruling the damn thing right now. We look like we getting our ass handed to us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Hey, that's why when real shit. When other Jakes who haven't seen you in a while, they'll see you. They see that it's had a good route.
Hey,
man, I went back to the fucking plant. I'm gonna tell you this, Elder. I went to the plant that I used to work with. I used to work at. Okay, and they just had a chemical explosion over there. Happened the week before last. Where Jay got aimed meat. He died. Okay, the Most High judged him. But when I went over there to do a job,
he got killed.
He got killed. The Most High killed his ass. All right. When I went over there, the Jake see me.
Hey,
everybody don't want to lose train of thought. Hey, nobody. It's just a picture of your fucking a portrait up there. All right. But when I went over there, Jake see me. He say, damn man, you look rough as a motherfucker. I said, yeah. I embraced it though. I embraced it. I loved it. I love it. I like to look like this.
Hey, that's how women think though. Women be on that same shit.
Yeah. I get it all the time. You don't gotta cut it, but you ain't gonna trim it. You ain't gonna cut it down. Yeah.
That's a nasty. All that food, all in your beard. That shit probably was in there from 2 weeks ago. That's how long it is. That get the rubbing on you. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, there's no beauty was added to you.
I said to the three.
I'm about to get it out.
Yeah, but we love to look like, we love to be austere, love to be awkward. Okay, that's what separates us from the society right now, man. Makes us stronger.
Politically incorrect.
Incorrect, man. That's the word for it. All right.
Hey, and prior to the truth, he didn't say that about you.
He didn't say that.
Hey, we don't start getting that grown man age until we come into the truth, no matter how old you are, man. Jake go to fucking jail and get out here at 50 years old and be looking like he's 20. When you come into this truth, 1 year, and you know how they say a dog, 7 years of a dog, 1 year, 1 year of a human is like 7 years of dog life. Man, when you get in this truth, you grow. It's going to show, man.
Hey,
all right.
Me and you start growing gray hair in this too. We didn't
have after y'all came into the truth. After. That's the key word. After.
Watch this now.
I look at the old video.
You was a young man, bro. Y'all was young men. Y'all still are young, but
the same way y'all, you call us rough. The balance of it is when we'll go in the store and these Edomites and these Jakes turn around and look at you like, wow, what it's a certain glow about him.
It's a respect thing.
That shine. Most High gonna make his face shine upon the men of the Lord, man.
Some years gold,
right?
Yeah, gold.
Right. I said 13th chapter. You got it.
All right, and the scripture I'm about to bring out is the condition that this brother is saying, the way that the world looks at him since he came into the truth. But look who it happened to first. Isaiah 53:3. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And as we hid as it were our faces from him, he was despised and we esteemed him not. All right, and that's just going back into our state. This is talking about Yahweh Shah, man. All right, he wasn't just no happy. Hey man, I love it. He was catching holy fucking hell, and he know the only reason he was catching holy hell is to get where we trying to go. So, but and he know his end. So he was stressed.
And on top of that, the reason why no beauty was added to him was because he was said to be low. He was said to suffer. He was said to be rejected. If the Lord added that beauty to him, he would have got that Solomon or that Saul treatment. You know, I mean, he would have been like when you look at Michael Jordan, the Lord added beauty to him.
Yeah,
you know, you look at give me young boy. The Lord added beauty to him. Beauty is not always just he's physically attractive. It's to be socially acceptable. Prestige. Yeah, socially what the society accepts as iconic image or whatever.
I got an example, but you know, look, Patrick Ewing. Let's just say him. He would not be what you consider.
That's an ugly ass dude.
Hey, let's just. Watch this. Hey, he's an ugly ass dude. But when he get on he go to the mall and it's a 25-year-old woman there, and it's a so-called attractive chick, and it's Patrick Ewing, ugly ass. They wanted Patrick Ewing. Why?
Because he got that beauty, and it's like things of this world. It's not. I mean, beauty is a part of it, but it's bigger than that.
Yes.
The Lord didn't give him all of this glory when he came the first time, man. And he did that to be an example for us. We are here to suffer. We're here to endure. But before the victory comes, we got to look bad. We got to look rough. We got to be fools for his sake, right? We got to be hated for his sake. These are prophecies that has to be fulfilled, right?
We read this, Elder.
We should be a spectacle,
right?
Right? Yeah. A reproach. All of these different things right there. All right, you got it.
Now it's backing you up. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
Look at the men of the Lord. We don't look like Nick Day 7. That's what you call beauty. All of them got the perfect garments, with the gold on.
They look like they're the kings.
Yeah. You all on what is that? HBO. What's that little?
Tubi.
Right.
Vice TV.
No, that was ISU.
Tubi.
Yeah, it's a movie app.
And then y'all trying to throw it all in our face and all that old shit like that. That's beauty. That's what Yahweh shot didn't even have all that old vein and glory, man. Okay.
This how it was for Yahweh shot. This is Sirach 13-23. When a rich man speaketh, every hold of his tongue, and look what he says.
And that's why the Lord didn't add that beauty to him. Because everybody would have been admired. Oh my God, he has to be the Messiah. He looked, same thing when y'all look at us. The prophet of the Lord is the last thing that come to y'all mind. First thing come to y'all mind, ain't no way the Lord dealing with the damn niggas.
That's right.
Go ahead.
They stole it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
Right.
And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
There you go.
And isn't that not happening with Yahweh son? Oh man, that's Joseph's son, man.
That's the son of Carpenter, whose mother and father we know, and brothers and sisters.
He named all his brothers. His brothers named in the scripture, named all his brothers. They was really shitting on him.
I know you, boy. Go sit your whole family, boy. And then what they say, don't let come good out of
Galilee,
all type of shit. He had all them bad stipulations on him, just like his sons got on them today.
Yeah. All right. Now this backing you up, Elder. You got it. Psalms 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against this the kicker, thy hidden ones.
That's why we hid the Lord and
He was hit. We've been hit, man. We've been.
They knew who we was. Esau would have been wiped us out.
He killed us up. Hey, and Harold would have knocked
why
on
you
the
think
shot.
Satan tempted Yahweh shot? Because they figured out who he was.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Like, look, man, we gotta get these guys.
Gotta get him out here, man.
hey, they tempted him before they killed him. They're like, look, take the bag. And then you take the bag, they kill
take
him.
the bag. You gotta go.
Hey, the same thing's been happening. It's my scripture say the servant out above his master.
Come on.
But they did the Yahweh shot. They coming for the men of the Lord right now. No, we're not beauty. We're not those glamorous and stars and everything like that. We're gruff. We all still. But the Most High going. That's the beauty of it, man. To be brought down from a low estate and being brought up on high, man, so everybody will look at you and know that look.
And I'm gonna say this, it's high season for these agents too, man. You know, fucking agents, infiltrating and shit like that. We brought up Yahushua in the wilderness being tempted. The Lord did that for us to learn from that. So you're gonna have a high level of activity of motherfuckers coming in trying to seek out brothers, trying to bribe brothers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get intel on inside information, all type of shit like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, but Yahushua went through it first, and the way he handled it is the way we supposed to handle that shit. Hit their ass with the scriptures, they gonna stumble.
Yeah. He told you, say, I'm gonna give you this.
There you go, you got it. You got it. That's my word.
He say, don't think about one of the only thing that you're gonna say. I mean, don't think about, I'm gonna get this precept. I'm gonna get this precept. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna give you a mouth full of wisdom. So it's not that they kill. I'm sorry. Yeah. So that kills that what they is, you call it free mind and free will. That kills it right there. Yeah. So the outside gonna give us that spirit upon the men of the Lord. Say what we're gonna say. All right, real quick. I got to derail real quick. One verse. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." All right, and that goes to when this thing is popping over. It's popping over right now. We on alert right now. When we at these gas stations or going out to see mama, okay, and we're not supposed to be around these family gatherings and everything like that. You ain't supposed to be around all that, man, because it can go down anytime. The Lord is a man of war. Okay, Isaiah 45:7. All right, we circumspect. Okay, every brother, okay, it's not a brother. All right, all these they coming in trying to get this truth and everything like that. Women coming around the camps. He's something sent a woman out there. All right.
Hey,
we on high alert right now, man.
I was first seeing our first time falling. Our first sin as a people, as the Adamites. Who did Esau sin?
Yeah,
a woman.
A woman. Son Eve, man. It all reverts back to Eve, man.
Go tell Adam that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and we've been on that movie them. Brothers don't know about it. Watch the movie still, man. All right, it was all set up from Esau, from Adam.
You wanna do
doing this thing up there.
Oh, you out there?
I watched the whole thing.
Hey, I'm telling you, that bitch a motherfucker.
Woo! All right, come on, tell me, take one of those damn cones.
He was cool.
You know the cone, hey, that nigga spinning into my pop. Talk about the dude that played as the daddy. Hey, that was a nice looking Eve too.
Yeah.
Oh, he was raw, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I know too many brothers that did
I can't try to do
it. Everybody.
You can see that variance between Esau and Jake, man. And that show you how fucked up Jake is to want. You got it. You can go wherever you want. But Jake's so fucked up through their philosophy, you want to go over here with them. They could have went and they had enough money to go afford a house and build a house somewhere by themselves around their people, but they just gotta go over here with Mal.
Jake got to be in the neck of the enemy. He want to be right by his daddy.
Hey, and in the movie, they were showing you how this
Hey, I gotta you finish.
They were showing you how this class, like this class, they were saying even Negroes don't want to be around Negroes. Yeah. So when that happens, what do? You go around this other nation of people right now.
I don't like being around.
We're not about to be over right. I don't like being around niggas. I don't like going. Go ahead.
Motherfucking nigga.
Yeah, man. Straight up.
But we don't want to be around those Edomites.
No. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna go into no neighborhood where I got motherfuckers still there trying to get me out of there.
No.
Because that's a kiss right
there. Hey, look, and also it comes down to wisdom and knowledge. I don't want to live with no niggas. I don't want to live with no Edomites. The niggas gonna fucking kill me and steal from me. The Edomites at this point, they're not gonna break.
They're gonna be looking for you to do some shit.
Yeah, and they're gonna call the police. Bro, Jake be having enough money to go in the I ain't gonna say the wilderness, to go in a rural area and be the fucking king, to be the king of his own shit. Fucking 10 acres and pay less. But hey, bro, that wine. You want to live in a neighborhood.
They
could spit from your yard and a spit hit your next door neighbor. That ain't living, bro. It got a scripture that say that they build their houses.
No, don't join house to house. That's not the
Yeah. But look, I'm gonna bring this one scripture up real quick. And this going into the Jakes that want to be like Esau. And when you go and spend all that goddamn money on that quarter of an acre, on all those bricks, this is what your next door neighbor feel like. Genesis 21, 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. That's who you living next to. When shit hit the fan, and they got these fucking nice uppity. Go ahead.
This is a little side note. Look at Esau keeping the law. He was keeping the days of mourning. That's our law. You have the time of mourning.
We talked about that last time we was out here camping in the elder arena. The camp was bringing it out. We was like, Esau is not atheist. You understand? Revelation 12 and 12 could not be written that Esau was an atheist.
The elite are doing exactly what they're doing because they know who we are.
Right, bro.
And they know who our power is, and they know who we are.
They've seen them. I mean,
Belgium. Norman Belgium.
I mean, it's either might have no reason to lie. The motherfucker did now.
Yep.
And he said that we got photos of them getting off of this ship.
Yeah. 7 foot tall.
7 foot tall black men.
That's right.
This man probably never read a Bible a day in his life, man. All right.
That was an amen.
Yeah, well.
So, but it's even right to just say what the scriptures already been saying. Come on. What do we have to win from it? Do you think the anger's in us to make him an Israelite because he came out and told the truth?
Yeah, no.
You don't supposed to get a blessing because you tell someone, hey, brother, your garment is orange and black.
Right.
I don't expect the Lord to bless me for telling the fucking truth.
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
That's the truth. Yeah. So saying that we are the children of the Most High, the angels are black men, they are not some green, big-head, ET looking motherfuckers. You just telling the damn truth. Yeah. You see? So in order to suppress that, you have to know that. That's all I'm saying.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, and back on what the elder was saying, and the brother was saying, on that movie, specifically called Them, I think it was section 3 or 4. They had a little meeting in a town hall meeting where the Edomite lady actually said, "We want the birthright back." What?
Yeah. Y'all should have took a film and and did a video on that.
We want the birthright back.
No.
Yes, I watch. We gonna now. That's what I'm saying. I want everybody to watch it first before we do it.
After camp,
it's 10 episodes.
If
you go, you got 5 sneak, don't
fuck all that. After camp, I will write this out. I'm gonna start on the thing so I can be on point with y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What episode you on? I got
the 9. I'm on 9 right
now.
Okay. Hey, I'm a binge watch it.
Okay, so say. Hey, I'm talking about himself came, and then he was little under the tree, shaking and shit like that, right?
The Edomite wouldn't pray for all the things.
When the corn, and then you see the Edomite laid out under the tree. Come on, we heard, man. Come on, man, you looking up.
Get some water.
See that motherfucker there? What the fuck you gonna help the crack with up? See that motherfucker there? Idiot.
Yeah.
Hey, and shit like that is the reason why the Lord gonna lead it. Why I say, don't they be joined hand in hand?
I got it. It's Isaiah 13, real quick. It's Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Hey, and that's talking about Jake, man. Bring it out. Go ahead.
Come on. And everyone that is joined unto them.
Go ahead.
Unto them. What's the name of that movie? Them. Unto them shall fall by the sword.
Now look. Now if if the Lord, our power, has a perpetual hate against Esau, and he's punishing Esau, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And you over there with Esau, you think that judgment gonna stop because you're fucking brown ass over there? Man, the Lord is going to deal with everybody that's in bed with this devil, man. You want to go over there where it's raining at? You think you're not gonna get wet? All right, keep that energy, man.
Yeah. Hey, and on that movie they showed you when those Jakes came, they were traveling and came up on Esau's plantation. They were seeking shelter. Esau spoke those smooth words to him and invited them all the way in to where he, eventually at the end of the day, he set their ass on fire. Your ass, Esau, Jake, and your Eve woman, man, burnt alive. Okay, and then hung upside down. All right, you got it, D-Rex.
Jeremiah 2:32. It says, "Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Why trimmest thou way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways."
I appreciate it.
That movie, going to that movie, that show was a perfect example of that, man. Why do you want to be equal with so-called white man? You better than him. They trying to move his whole family to Edomite neighborhood. They all hate you, man. Yeah. You at least could have, like the brother said, found some area for yourself.
Hey, when you watch the movie, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you watching the movie and were cheering for Jake, you got some spiritual exercising to do. Because if you have that laser beam hatred, you're supposed to be pissed off at Jake for bringing his fucking family in the community when they would. The same reason we don't glorify Rosa Parks, Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King, is the same reason you shouldn't glorify that damn nigga. You know what I'm saying? But we look at the spirituality behind it. They were actually showing that they were the Israelites, and they were actually showing that the so-called white man are the Edomites, and that they are the devil.
Right.
That the Bible speaks of, and they have a perpetual hate, and that it's a covenant that was given to us. Ooh. And that we were the chosen ones.
Right,
all of this is revealed in this movie.
Right.
Because we were chosen, they hate us. Right. You see what I'm saying?
And look, the fact that me and the elder, a year, maybe 2 years ago, we went out into the rural area and we was riding on ATVs, man. Hey, I didn't realize.
2 years ago,
easy.
Easy.
And you know what I'm saying? To say that we met in our 30s, it's amazing how our roots go back to the same geographical location. Me and this brother was riding. We both
our
had
maternal roots.
Our maternal roots.
Come on. They probably can see each other.
Come on. When we were riding, we was on my family's land, all right, in the rural area. And the brother was like, "Man, my people stay right around the corner, man. We could ride over there. We ain't gotta load that shit up. We can ride over there."
Lord did.
You heard?
I remember like he didn't think it was that close.
I didn't think it was that close. Yeah. And we left my family's rural area, hundreds of acres
right
in 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm not exaggerating. We weren't driving fast. We had a truck. We was not driving fast. We were driving what, 15, 20 miles an hour at the highest. And we was over there. Now, I'm just not that goes to say this. Me and him grew up in Baton Rouge in a fucking concrete jungle. Our parents, if they had any fucking sense, they would have left us growing up out there with no outside influence. You could walk outside butt ass naked if you want to.
See, our parents did debate though.
That go back
to like some people going into that same parent that he's talking about knew how to live off the land. They knew how to grow food. They knew how to raise different livestock on the land and all that type of shit. They traded all that to become dependent, insufficient ass slaves, man. That's what y'all traded in. But it took us to come into the truth to realize, damn.
That's what
they were. Then I have to show you how much the philosophy is poison. That way you talking about us being sufficient. Self-sufficient.
Always.
When you come down here to this concrete jungle, as he say, country ass nigga, Bama ass nigga, it get poison. You talk you shit on it.
And that's what I was gonna speak on that, Elder. I didn't want to control. But look, that's another thing I was saying when you trading off. All right, you trading off basic survival skills when you come to the city, right? Mm-hmm. But it's something else you trading off that's way more valuable than those survival skills. A country boy is not like a city boy, bro. They might not have all the knowledge and all the worldly wisdom, but they not gonna kick in your fucking door. They not gonna do certain shit. They biggest thing with me is they coonery when another nation comes. Yes. But as bro, they when you ride past,
you ain't gotta worry about no country boy robbing you, stealing your car.
And when you never seen them a day in your life, and you ride past them and they sitting outside, what they gonna do? So it's just to show this place. Hey, yo, look, hey, keep it real. And your cousins that's still up there, you know what I'm saying? We know that they are still outside of the temple, but it's things that you can trust.
I'm envious with them. And they, like you say, they outside the sanctuary, but they do shit that I wish I could fuck. And the city and fuck me up and handicap me. But through the truth, I realized the old saying, a wise man knows his limitations. This truth lets a man know his limitations. This truth lets you know your weaknesses and your strengths and where you need to get built up in. I tell you one thing, I know I need to get bigger, stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, tell them what we was talking about yesterday about the white boys that grow up in the country and how our parents raised up.
It just go back to that slave mentality, man. You will have a Jake and their parents, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't have resources, but you'll have a Jake with a parent with resources and be like, hey mom, I'm 13. I want a dirt bike. I want a 4-wheeler. I want my first 22. Well, that's dangerous. You just get you a bike and we'll get you a BB gun at the most. Meanwhile, on the flip side, you will have a poor Edomite that's in the rural area that's barely making it, and when his son turned 13, that Edomite son got a dirt bike, a gun, a horse, a real horse. No, hold on, not just the real gun. His dad put so much time into him, and he looks at him as a young man. Take your real gun, and you can go by yourself. I took you out when you were 7. You're 13 now. You don't need me no more, man.
And these Edomite kids, their parents are like grown up at 7, 8 years old. They're cut, bimbos.
But the point is just this: even that our people are so slave mentality that they won't even let us go out and be who the Lord made us to be. No, you go out there in the woods, you might get killed, and that comes from that matriarchal type of growing up.
Hey,
you
hey,
hold on,
go ahead, real quick.
You got it. Go ahead, bro.
On that Willie Lynch basically what you said, bro. Because that was taught to our women, man. Basically to handicap and feminize their sons. To make them like them. That's what that old, you don't think they serious? Yeah, just turn yourself in. But prior to Willie Lynch and Jim Crow, guess what your mama was, the spirit she was in? That scripture you found out earlier in Ezra. About the 7 sons.
Yeah.
What their mama was like.
She was soldier.
You better die, motherfucker.
You better die. She was soldier.
You better die.
And then you
gotta die.
And
then she went. Bro, she got killed there. She was a soldier. Yeah. She was like, you better die. Willie Lynch turned our mamas from, you better die, son. Die with dignity. Die with honor. So, oh, son, that's my baby. Nigga, just please, just do what they say. Son, I eat the pork. Look, son, look at mama. Look at your mama. Right here, come eat with mama. Stop beating them, please, baby, stop beating them. Just eat this for your mama, baby. Just eat it for your mama. That's what Willie Lynch did.
Hey, look, before the brother brings this out, let me just say this one thing. Now, our mamas had a problem with giving us permission to go out and being men in the wilderness and going out in the nature, all right? But she didn't have a problem letting us take those bicycles and go hang out with niggas in the street and post it up in the front of the fucking corner store at that same age.
Right, this Willie Lynch letter, it says the breaking process of the African woman. Right? It says, get straight to the point. We reverse nature by burning and pulling a civilized nigger apart and bullwhipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence.
All in her presence. So beating the hell out of Jake in the presence of Eve.
In the sight of her.
That's what the masculization that's taking away a man's masculinity right before his woman. After seeing you handle it like a piece of loose leaf paper, she's not gonna respect you no more.
A woman doesn't pass them.
Yeah, she's gonna respect them 3 numbers, 9, 1, 1.
Hey, but you wanna know something? Those brothers in the Maccabees died prophesying and talking shit. Even if Esau was doing it and you died manfully, she would still have money. You know, they was begging for their lives and shit. You know, them brothers died manfully, so she could be like, all right, retired against us, but he's still showing his power. But when he talking about, hey, Master, please don't do it. Master, please, you know, then that just kills everything.
But but he going into, if you go a little bit before that process, he's going into is the division between the black woman and the black man by beating the shit out of him in her presence is gonna take away the respect she has.
Yeah. And that respect gonna be transferred to the person that was beating him.
It says by her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed.
Right, with the male image destroyed. And that nigga ain't shit. Look at the black man today. Damn. Look at where they look at you Negroes. Girl, niggas, that's what they say. Them niggas ain't shit. I done heard you say, I'm gonna give me, girl, I ain't gonna have one of them pretty ass babies by me, a white man. Get some of that curly ass hair. I'm telling you. Go ahead,
it says the ordeal caused her to move from her psychologically dependent state to a frozen independent.
Yeah, because she went at one point psychologically, she was dependent on us. Because when they came and got us from the shores of West Africa, we was in all that. Yeah, we were pissing the Most High off, but it was no such thing as 911. There was no such thing as a Me Too movement. No feminist activists, women's rights. That was unheard of back in those times. You see what I'm saying? So when we came over to America, the Lord introduced those things to us, which goes back into what the brother was saying, how your mom handicapped sons. Go ahead. The brother going to.
Right, it says in this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reverse roles.
In reverse roles, so the dude gonna be acting like a bitch, and the female gonna be acting like a nigga, right?
That's what we see.
Masculine ass women and a feminine ass men. Go ahead.
For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak.
Baby, don't you go out there and do that to them white folks.
Hey, that's what up.
You know them white men gonna kill you. What them boys, mamas, and the Maccabees said? That's why I said what I said earlier. She was like, you go out there and you fight, even if it means your motherfucking life. You better not eat no goddamn pork. You better die straight up. But the American mom is, baby, please just do what they say.
Hey, and the Maccabees didn't say die manfully.
You can get it.
I'm getting it. I got it. But hey, look, I'm about to bring it out.
I was just, verbatim.
I want to cut this, but I got the
It says she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong.
Right. Physically strong, mentally weak. Tell me that the so-called Negro today.
Negro. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Jake walk around ready to beat us up. He see us. He say, fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. But the same dude will be on the phone, pillow talking about commit suicide because his girl don't want to deal with him no more. That same nigga.
Right.
I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you and that nigga too. And them niggas will go wig out and kill everybody and they fucking self. You know?
Remember that video that was posted on the WhatsApp? Remember that video that was posted on the WhatsApp about a year ago? He had that swole ass Jake, and they was forcing him to take a jab, and he was talking all that big shit before they put their hands on him. And after they put their hands on him to force him to take the jab, he turned into a straight bitch. You remember that? It was on the WhatsApp. Yeah, but just backing the elder up, man.
It says because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent.
Right.
Damn.
From a child's upbringing, what? Niggas ain't shit. Nigga can't tell me nothing. I ain't have, my mama had all kind of men in and out the house, and ain't now one of them niggas was my daddy. So I ain't have to respect none of them bitch ass niggas. So that child gonna grow up with the same mindset.
Her fiancés, an independent woman.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj. Not Nicki Minaj, what's his name? He's there with that Migos nigga, the mama rapper. Cardi B.
Making this thing.
Man, these are sluts, man. These are straight up fucking sluts.
Prostitute,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Industry sluts is what they call them. And stuff like that. And look how these dudes high. Look, that's Jake high up on whole high esteem.
They call them queens.
Yeah, they say that word video. The video vixen. A vixen is nothing but a fucking whore, man.
This one thing Jake did get right. As far as
don't talk about our black queens.
As far as the definition goes,
hey,
that's what we hate.
Yes.
Can you tell that?
Yeah, we are here. Go ahead.
But they are queens. When you go back to the etymology, and keep in mind, we never had queens in Yasharala. They are black queens. When you go back to the etymology of a queen, I don't know if I should say it on camera or just give them a jewel to go look up on their own, man. Go look up the etymology of the word queen, man.
They always do that all the time.
Right, the word queen goes back to a whore. All right, so we don't have to apply queens to Yasharala. We didn't have queens. We had kings, and we had somebody that was married to the king, man.
I don't find one queen, nothing of Israel.
Not a
None of
queen,
my
man.
history. That's right at all.
Because when you talk about the king of Israel, it'll say his mother was such and such, son of such and such. It never said queen is a
Bro,
queen.
the closest thing to a title that that woman would get would be the wife of the king.
Yes.
And that means you're one of many. It can only be one king, right?
Yeah.
But why is it the king can have many wives? So what's special about a queen? I'm just saying in the sense that them trying to equalize the word queen with king. A queen can't go and marry multiple men and make all of them kings. It doesn't work that way. All right, a king can go around and marry multiple wives, right? And they're just going to be his wives. You don't go around saying those are queens.
Hey,
And you know something else that the wife of the king, another title that they could get, the mother of the what? King. So you either the wife of the king or the mother of the king, man.
for the sake of honor,
Or the daughter of the king, because they got to be respected as well.
for the sake of argument, how society talks about. Let's go to the a little bit after the Byzantine Empire. Let's go to the Dark Ages and all the way up to the Renaissance period. All right, when they was using the word king, queen, according to how we know it. All right, those women didn't deal with multiple men. All right, when we for sake of argument. All right, now a queen, you call it a queen.
That's a new thing.
A queen is a woman in the modern days that got 30 bodies under her belt. But when we talk about the time of when you were a noble and you came from a family of good stock and you was a royal bloodline, that woman who was called a queen only dealt with the king. She didn't have a list of niggas she fucked.
Let me just say this, according to history, you can look it up. That loose spirit didn't happen until the 1900s. This is a new thing. Women wasn't like that. Even if they wanted to be like that, they couldn't be like that because of the laws of the land.
When was it? It's like a revolution.
It's the 60s,
yeah. The 60s, yes.
Everything happened in the 60s. But because think about this, when y'all look at those movies from the 1950s, you look at Lassie, you look at Old Yeller, you look at all these, they was fucking wholesome. Even the wickedest of the wicked, those so-called, they was wholesome. The 60s is when Jake woke up, is when all these laws was implemented, when dope was injected. Hey, Esau turned up in the 60s because Jake turned up in the 60s.
Jake woke up.
Because he woke up.
Jake woke up, Esau turned up.
That's right, up. Y'all, we can take it out on the
No, Elder had a
Yeah, I
bang
had
on,
one.
you know, I kept it on.
Bring it out, brother.
All right, this Psalm 27 and 13, it says, I had fainted unless I had believed, to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. Wait on Yahweh. Ooh. Be of good courage.
Come on.
And he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh. Hey man, that's emphasizing. That's emphasizing.
Hey, like brother, in the words of brother Knight, that only to be broken down, man.
He keep emphasizing.
Emphasizing that word, wait, man.
Just wait, y'all. Just wait.
Hold on, man.
Just wait.
I got you.
Like, Lord, it's getting hard. I don't give a damn. Wait.
Hey, don't we tell that to you much as like, hold on. That's waiting, man. That's waiting right there, man. He always emphasized that word, hold your peace right there. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. Just wait, man. So doing all this long suffering, do this enduring, as Scripture talks about, we have to wait on the Lord, man. He's gonna rise up for us, man. So when the devil gets ready to roll on the men of the Lord, it says when Isaiah 59 and 19, he's gonna lift up that standard against him, against this devil. That's gonna be, that's gonna come against him. How much Shah put on the offense put on the defense upon Esau's offense. And then we're gonna go on offense against Esau, man. Jeremiah 16:16 says what? We're gonna be fishers and then become hunters. Hunters go on offense. Okay? Coming down. Hey, Shalom, y'all watch y'all shop rocking down. Bring y'all ass on down here.
You said some on that weight, and it says wait, talking to the elect, right? And we're just mortal men, and Lord willing, we're part of the elect, the Allahayim, all right? Guess who else waiting on? Yeah, I was shocked. So if you was shocked,
they weigh more so than us. Because think about it, like it's really his show.
Yeah.
Is it our show? Is it Yahweh show? So who do you think is really more rich? It's really Yahweh show.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call joint heirs because he is the heir.
Hey, it was good to say it.
It's his show.
I told you how Shah sit right here at thy right hand till I make thy enemies thy footstool. So he gets his reward first, man. We waiting till he get his, then you're gonna get yours.
Hey,
You ain't finna be about $7 above his back. You're not finna get your for your house shot.
Let me say this. Hey, look, y'all remember that movie? Hey, I know y'all remember the movie Forrest Gump, right? All right. Now, you got a general, right? A general commands from a safe place. Then you got a lieutenant. Remember Lieutenant Dan?
God.
He gives out all the commands. But guess where he at with his soldiers?
On the field.
On the fucking field. Yahweh Shah is likened to our lieutenant, man. He gives all the commands, but everything that we walk through, he did it already. And that's why he tells you.
But you know, back then, the king used to get on the battlefield.
He showed the fuck did,
King David
He showed the fuck did,
field. King David used to be in the field, man.
That was the most trained soldier.
Yes. That's how the kings of Israel got down, man.
The old way, bro.
So the word Madigo means, I think it means warrior king. Warrior king, or whatever. The word Mansa means warrior king.
Yeah, the righteous and wicked.
Even Saul used to be in the battlefield.
Yeah, we all got killed on the battlefield.
The word,
And his sons.
that's what they would say. The word, they have the word martial law. The word martial means what? Warlike. So
Y'all think Trump or Biden finna get their ass on the battlefield?
No.
For you Uncle Tom, can't say that. For you symbol ass Negroes,
Yeah. Coons.
but Yahweh shall lay his life down for his people though. You found one of these crack ass presidents that's gonna do the same thing for y'all.
What president has ever been in office that did some stuff like that? That was just, well, I ain't gonna lie. Putin, he a little different.
Andrew Jackson went in the field, but back then the general.
That's what they ever said.
But you had that background.
Yeah.
Not after becoming president.
No, after president.
I'm talking about, yeah, I mean a lot of them got a military background and shit.
They talk about why you holding.
Why your ass doing when King David was on the throne. What's the throne on? He out there on the battlefield getting it in with the niggas.
So if he on the battlefield getting in, he ain't got no bodyguard. He is just like you.
Yeah. All the reincarnated Roman emperors from it go back further to all the way to they up to this point right now. They were never on the battlefield. Never on the battlefield. He's something not finna get his hands dirty out there.
Hey, bro, I think, I'm gonna go look it up so I could be 100% sure. I think the king stopped going on the battlefield started with Alexander the Great. Well, the Greek, he was on the battlefield.
No,
I think
we're wrong.
It started with Rome.
Yeah. So with that, Akim, hope this video was very edifying. We're gonna fix the East, which we're already doing. Because Daniel 6:10, the Ezekiel 16 gives all infinite, honor and glory and praise to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, God with us.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and blessing salutation to elect men who push this truth throughout the four corners of earth in these last days. Above, Kwam Yashal, Shalom, Makiam.
Shalom. The next time, Makiam.